Hello, world. Welcome back to the channel. So, Resendiz just beat Caleb Plant by a split decision. Guys, unfortunately, we've had this in the same thing that happened in the last 2, 3 weeks where Rolando Rolly Romero beat Ryan Garcia in a lead-up fight where Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia was supposed to fight in a rematch for the second fight. Now, a couple weeks later on in the month, guess what? Another upset. Caleb Plant loses to Armando Resendiz in the split decision. But I remember 2 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago, where the whole world was in an uproar, was pretty much saying that they need to stop making fights for lead up fights because somebody always loses. However, with this card, I don't see anybody talking about that at all. Yeah, I know it's still a little early. It's been a little bit over what, give or take 30, 40 minutes. But congrats to Armando Resendiz. Congrats to him because he fought a phenomenal fight where a lot of people wrote him off. He was a heavy underdog. Um, and he did what he was supposed to do. First 2 rounds, he didn't look good. And I guess he made a great adjustment for whatever his coach had pointed out for him, leading up to this fight. And he kept the pressure on Caleb Plant. One thing I want to do is revert back to the Canelo fight, right? Canelo had relentless pressure, and Caleb Plant was moving a lot in this fight. Well, in the fight with Canelo. In this fight, he didn't really move as much as he did in the Canelo fight. And which crazy part to me is he should have moved a little bit much more than he did tonight. I think it would have been a much of an easier fight for him had he done that. Had he done that and reverted back to the fight with Canelo Alvarez, right? In this fight right here, Resendiz kept the pressure on, throwing punches and bunches, but in different spurts, right? Now, don't get it messed up. Caleb Plant did have some spurts as well, right? But we know Caleb was hurt, with the this time. I can say lackluster defense this time, and which is very unordinary for Caleb Plant because his defense is normally always on point. But guys, he just didn't win the fight, and he didn't have anything too much to say after the fight. But he said that Resendez did a great job. He was just the better fighter tonight. He did think that he had some in the tank to push him to the victory, but many people in the stands did not. And I do think that Caleb Plant is going to come back, strong. Now, do him and Jamal Charlo fight next? I don't know. I really don't know. But Jamal Charlo has said and made it publicly that he do still wants to fight Caleb Plant next, and he said that he wants his lick back. So maybe we still see that fight. I don't know. I do know that Caleb Plant is not running from no smoke. And it seems to me, and I must say this, it seems to me that Caleb Plant peaked too early from camp. I think that he peaked too early because he definitely looked fit and he was on. You can definitely tell that he was on. But sometimes when you peak too early in camp, you can come out and have a dull performance, in which he did have a dull performance. Guys, I'm just here to tell you that I truly believe that he'll be back. When he'll be back, I don't know. But guys, you let me know what you think about this, guys, because man, we got a lot to talk about. With that being said, I'm out. Love, peace, happiness, and hello.